is our world. The world we live in is the only one we've got. We're hurting it. The world we live in, what we're doing has got to stop. This is our world. The world we live in, our earth is getting too hot. 2 more degrees is where we're heading. What we're doing has got to stop. But who are we? We are just kids. There's not much we can do. No one's too small to make a difference. It's up to me and you. We are the voice of tomorrow. Your tomorrow is our today. The changes we need for tomorrow are the changes that we start today. Here we go! Whoa! Whoa! We are the voice of tomorrow. Whoa! Whoa! We are the voice of change. Boys and girls, excellent job. You guys are the voice of tomorrow. So, what's happening? Candy, lights on, please. What's happening? Woo! A big reason our Earth is getting so hot is carbon dioxide. Right? Carbon dioxide comes from this. Does anybody know what is that? Oil or, everybody say gas. Yeah. Our cars burn gas. It's made from fossil fuels. And when our cars burn gas, it burns up into the air, and now all this carbon dioxide has gone into the air.
Wow.
Yeah.煤炭, coal. We burn coal to make electricity for our light, and when we burn coal, it turns into carbon dioxide and goes up into air and makes our earth hotter. Plastic bottles. Use plastic bottles. And they're use fossil fuels too. Not even when we burn them, when we make them. This just turns into carbon dioxide and goes up into our air. But don't worry, everybody. We've got lots of trees, and trees suck in carbon dioxide. But do you know what we like to do with trees? Make them into paper and burn them. And when we burn the trees, all the carbon dioxide that they took in goes up into our air. Let's find out a little bit more about what's happening in our world. Everybody, today is not an English class. That means today there is no homework. And that means tomorrow there is no test. But we'll make a deal. No homework, no tests, but I want everybody to speak out nice and loud. Okay?
Okay.
What do you think? Yeah, that's fair. Cool. Let's check out our new words for today. Everybody open up your books to page 2. Let's bring up our first word. Everybody say with me. Climate.
Climate.
What's climate in Chinese?
气候.
And 气候英文怎么讲?
Climate.
Climate. Good. Let's add one more word to climate and say climate change.
Climate change.
How do we say that in Chinese?
气候变化.
And 气候变化英文怎么讲?
Climate change.
Climate change. Good. Our next one we have, say with me, crisis.
Crisis.
That's what we heard. Woo, woo. How do I say crisis in Chinese? 危机. That's right. And then 危机, how do we say it in English? Crisis. Let's take a look at these 3 words. So we've got climate, climate change, and crisis. Which one of these words means when we drive our cars or fly airplanes or make plastic bottles, It's making our Earth hotter. Which one is that?
Climate change.
Excellent. Everybody, go ahead and circle climate change. Hey, you guys see your pencil? Do you know what kind of pencil this is? This is a Baozato pencil. And because of COVID-19, we're being careful not to share lots of things. So today, I used to always give you a pencil and say, don't take the pencils home, they're mine. Today, I say, take the pencils home, they're yours. Everybody's got a Baozato pencil, and you can take it home. Now, take your pencils home, and you can use it. That's a RB, so it's nice to use at school. You can make it shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, but don't throw it away, because when you get 10 Baozato pencils, you can change for a present. Okay, funny, I'll get a little science experiment that you guys can take home. Even if your pencil is that short, and I can see the word fun on it, I will know that that's my pencil. So keep your 10 pencils and change them for a present in the future. Let's keep on going. Yeah, and I'll take those back and trade for a present. Our next one, everybody say with me, fossil. What's fossil in Chinese? Hua. Hua shi, that's right. And hua shi, how do we say it in English? Now, boys and girls, what animals do we often think of when we talk about a fossil? Yeah, we often think about dinosaurs. It can be many ocean animals. It can be lots of different things, but we usually think about dinosaurs with fossils. Let's add one more word at the end of fossil here and make it into fossil fuel. How do I say fossil fuel in Chinese? 化石. Good. 化石燃料. In English, what do we say? Fossil fuel. And the last one on our list here, this is our biggest word today, but our pretty important one. Let's sound it out together. Everybody say with me. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. How do I say carbon dioxide in Chinese? And 二氧化碳英文怎么讲? Carbon dioxide. Now, you know what? It's pretty easy to forget carbon dioxide, but we can turn it down to really, really easy ones. Right here, everybody say CO2. CO2. Now, boys and girls, do you know how to make the big word of water? Do you know how to make water into just 3 letters? H what? We can call water, we can call water H2O. But we never actually say that. We don't say, ooh, I'm so thirsty, I want a drink of H2O. So we don't actually speak H2O. But CO2, you can speak CO2. If somebody says, oh, why is the earth getting hot? And you're like, oh, carbon, because of CO2. If you say CO2, that's fine. You can use that. What do you think? If somebody says CO2, you know what they're talking about, right? Yeah. I always like getting a little bit of backup. So everyone, let's take a look at these 3 words. We have fossil, fossil fuel, and carbon dioxide. Which one of these is a gas that's going up and making our earth hotter? Everybody tell me, what is it? Everybody circle carbon dioxide on there. Yeah. Mommies and daddies, one thing for us to all remember, I am not here to teach your boys and girls just English. That's why I don't want your boys and girls to write it. One thing I see in Taiwan is many times our boys and girls get so bored with English. Because every time you learn a new word, go and write it 5 times and there's a test tomorrow. And so many times boys and girls get I don't want to learn a new word. If I learn a new word, I'm going to have to write it and make a test. Today, I don't want to do that. I want to introduce words to your boys and girls. Your boys and girls will probably forget, and that's okay. They don't have to memorize every word, but they're inside. Later, when they hear carbon dioxide, again, if you ask them, 二氧化碳怎么讲? But next time when they hear carbon dioxide, oh, wait, I've heard that word before. They're going to be familiar with it. Hear it a couple times, and it will be there. So we don't always have to memorize English to learn English. Also makes it easier for our boys and girls. Let's keep on going. Check out the next ones. Everybody say with me, coal.
Coal.
What's coal in Chinese? 煤炭. And 煤炭英文怎么讲?
Coal.
Coal, that's right. Coal is what Santa Claus will bring you if you have been naughty. You'll open up your present. Oh, what did Santa get me? Coal. Oh, I guess it was bad. Next one, oil.
Oil.
Chinese,
Yellow.
English,
Oil.
plastic.
Plastic.
Chinese,
塑胶.
and 塑胶 in English we say.
Plastic.
Okay, let's look at these 3 words, boys and girls. You're going to need to put on your thinking caps because there's 2 of these that are pretty close. Which one of these is something black? It comes from the ground. We take it out.
Coal.
We can turn it into energy, and it is a liquid.
Oil.
Ah, yes. Everybody circle oil. Oil and coal are so close because they're both black. They both come from the ground. We turn both of them into energy, but only one of them is a liquid, oil. What about coal? Is coal solid, liquid, gas? Which one? Solid, that's right. We learned solid and liquid and gas before. Good listening, guys. Our next one we have, oh, did you miss that one? Everybody say with me, greenhouse. What's greenhouse in Chinese? 不是啊，讲我好烂哦。Greenhouse，绿色的房子。那 what's green in Chinese? What's house in Chinese? Greenhouse，绿色的房子。See right here，绿。One sheet. Oh, Chinese is so hard. Fine, holla. One sheet. How do I say it in English? Greenhouse. Let's add another word to this. Greenhouse gas. Okay, how do we, I guess now you're going to tell me that's not 绿色房子的气体. So what is it in Chinese? 温室气体. And how do I say that in English? And our last one we have, everybody say with me, atmosphere. What's atmosphere in Chinese? Everybody, can you tell me? 大气层 and 大气层. Everybody, let's count it out together. Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Now, can anybody tell me, inside the word atmosphere, there is a small word inside that is a shape. Hands up if you can tell me a small word inside atmosphere that's a shape, yeah? Sphere. And what shape is a sphere? Do you know? Circle, 3D circle, like a ball, right? Fantastic. Second pencil. Lihai. Good job. So let's check out those 3. We've got, okay, come on. Greenhouse gas, and atmosphere. Which one is the ball of gas that goes around the world? Everybody tell me?
Atmosphere.
Good. Everybody, let's circle our atmosphere right in there. These are the words we're going to use today. We're going to hear all these words many times today. So let's check out a little bit more. Everybody, please turn to the next page. Page 3 and 4. And everybody, say it along with me. Fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels.
Is everybody on page 3 and 4?
One of the biggest reasons.
Good. So everybody, who can tell me what are fossil fuels in Chinese? Don't look back. Yep. No. Don't look back. No, can't look back. Remember, fossil, we learned from dinosaurs. So what is fossil fuel? You got to put it in your hand. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm going to get somebody else a chance first.
I don't know why.
Anybody? So fossil, we learned from dinosaurs. Fossil fuel. Anybody? Hands up if you know. Yeah? Excellent. Everybody, can you tell me fossil fuels? What is it in Chinese?
Fossil.
化石燃料. And everybody say it along with me. Fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels.
Let's check out a little bit about fossil fuels. One of the biggest reasons for climate change are the fossil fuels that we use. We use fossil fuels every day. Let's check out some of the things that are made from or use fossil fuels. Well, right down here, this is where we're making our electricity, and we burn fossil fuels. We put that into our batteries. What's this black one right here?
Oil.
Oil. Oil is fossil fuels. We use fossil fuels to make lights. We put this in our car. What's this? No, we don't put oil. Yeah, gas. We've got straws down here. What are straws made of? Plastic. We got plastic bags. We got plastic bottles. We got plastic Uber Eats containers. We got lots of plastics, and plastics are made from fossil fuels. Our cars burn fossil fuels inside. We've got lots of chemicals. We got lots of chemicals are made from fossil fuels, and of course our electricity. So boys and girls, can you tell me, are these all bad things?
Yes. Really, really bad.
You know what? No. There are some bad things inside here. These aren't bad things. These made our life very good. I like lights. I like electricity. If we had no electricity, I wouldn't have TV. I wouldn't have my phone. I wouldn't have my Xbox. Electricity is good. I like cars. Cars are good. Cars, look at all my stuff here. If I didn't have a car, I'd have to put all this onto my horse and ride a horse here with all that. My cars are good. Airplanes are good. I can go home and see my mommy and daddy in Canada. Well, not anymore. I used to be able to go home and fly back to Canada. These things aren't bad. They've helped us have a very good life with lights and electricity and cars and even plastic. Plastic isn't all bad. Plastic has made our life very easy. This is made from plastic. I couldn't make this from wood. I couldn't even make this from metal. Maybe, but it would be very heavy. Our cars have plastic inside, and that's good. When our cars have plastic, instead of being so heavy, our cars got lighter and lighter and lighter, so we don't need so much gas to go. So these things aren't all bad. But the thing that's bad about these things are the people who use it. Because we get lazy. Boys and girls, do we use plastic straws in Taiwan anymore?
No.
No, we've changed this, and that is really good. Why do we not want to use plastic straws? How many times, yeah? Litter is part of it, right? They get into the ocean. That's a horrible part of it. Absolutely. These things get into the ocean. But boys and girls, can you tell me how many times do you use a straw?
One.
Do you use how many times? Many times. But do you when you use a plastic straw, do you use it, drink your drink, and then take it home and wash it and use it again?
No.
Most of the times, people just use it one time and go, whoop. Even if you recycle it, you use it one time. When we use plastic one time and then throw it away, or even recycle it, that's lazy. I don't want to wash a straw. I want to throw it away every time. I got lazy today. I'm sorry. I'll admit it. I didn't bring my coffee cup. I have a coffee cup that I usually bring with me. Today I didn't bring it, so I got this one. Do I have a straw? No. Good for me. No straw. Oh, Lehigh. It's all gone. What's this? Plastic lid. Do you think I'm going to go home and wash this and use it again?
Yes.
That would be good. You know what? I'm not going to. I won't. I'll recycle it, but we don't take this and wash it again. I'll use this one time. I got lazy. And when people are lazy with plastic, it's bad. Lazy. That's the biggest thing. Plastic is not a bad thing, but when we use it in a lazy way, it's bad. 要不要袋子? Give me a bag. We put up everything in a plastic bag, use it one time, and then recycle it. I bought a guava. Right? I bought a guava, and the guava was wrapped in plastic. And then they put it into a little plastic bag. And then put that into a big plastic bag. One guava had 3 bags. That's lazy. We don't need to use 3 bags for it. Boys and girls, my chair is made from plastic, right? But when I'm finished using this chair today, do you think I'm just gonna throw it away? No. See, if we use plastic, I can use this plastic for many, many years. This plastic chair is not bad if I use it again and again. But if I use it one time and throw it away, that's where it's bad. Yeah. Oh, boy, okay, that's good. Throw away the can. No. Plastic is okay if we use it in a smart way. So, you're exactly right. Let's check out more about fossil fuels. Fossil fuels come from dead animals and dead trees underground. Hold on, wait a minute. Fossil fuels come from dead animals and dead trees? Did you know that?
I know.
So that means when Daddy drives his car, he goes to the gas station. How? That's my Joe Jaman. Do you know what your daddy's putting in his car? Dead dinosaurs. Ding 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 ding. Triceratops. Ding 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 ding. Stegosaurus. Ding 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 ding. Tyrannosaurus Rex. When Mommy's driving her scooter, I'm almost out of dead dinosaurs. She goes in, Stegosaurus, yeah, man. That's what fossil fuels are. They're dead animals. And not just dinosaurs, it can also be other animals, lots of ocean animals like whales and dead trees. Methane is dead trees. They burn that. So let's find out a little bit more. So what happened with these? Well, heat and pressure have turned them into oil and gas. And when we burn them, we can make energy. That's a good thing. We like energy. Energy gives us lights and computers and TV. Energy is good. No, energy is good. But when we burn them, we get good energy, but we also let all the CO2 up into the air. And that's bad. Energy, good. CO2, bad. So we get something good, but we get something bad. Can anybody tell me, where do we find fossil fuels? Yeah? But where? Where do we find them? Underground. Right. So can I just go outside and like dig a little hole? Oh, cool. Fossil fuels. Where are they? Underground. Deep under the ground. And we find them in 2 big places. We can find them in places like Saudi Arabia and Dubai in the desert. But you know what? It's not really a desert. It is now, but millions and millions of years ago, these places used to be an ocean. And that's where we find a lot of our fossil fuels, is under the ocean. Check out. I'm not used to my buttons yet. So boys and girls, fossil fuels were created hundreds of millions of years ago. Candy, can you please turn off the lights, the front ones? Inside the ocean, hundreds of millions of years ago in the time of the dinosaurs, all the little plankton in the water, all these little guys, when they died, they go, oh, I'm dead. They go to the bottom of the ocean. The sharks, the fish, the whales, the jellyfish, and all the dinosaurs in the ocean, when they die, they go, whoop, 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 whoop. Now, boys and girls, is that fossil fuel?
Yes.
Not yet. That's just dead animals at the bottom of the ocean. We need a couple of things to turn these into fossil fuel. Here's what happens next. All those dead animals are down here, and then we have mud and sand comes down on top of them. Is that fossil fuel?
No.
Not yet. That's just dead animals with dirt on their head. But 2 special things happen next. At the bottom of the ocean, it was pretty hot. there's lava down at the bottom of the ocean. It would get really, really hot down at the bottom. And on the top, there was lots of water, and that water was heavy. That water would push down on the sand and push down with pressure. And that pressure created this black layer, and this black layer is rock. 这里变石头. And that's the magic, a cap rock, like a cap on your head. That's the magic formula right there. Now, all those dead animals, this stuff would come up, and it would hit this rock, and it would have to stay inside. And after millions of years, all that turned into oil and gas right down here. We would drill a hole down to it, stick a straw inside, and then suck it out. And that's how we get our fossil fuels. So boys and girls, let's see if we can make some fossil fuels together. Candy, can we please turn the lights on? Here are the things that we're going to cut. Pestle. Lay it out nice. I like it to look nice and neat. Chopstick. Syringe. We'll lay those things out on our paper towel and then take out only your blue beaker. Our pink and purple are going to stay together, and if you took yours apart, make sure there's a gray ring inside your purple one. We'll leave purple and pink together right there. Okay. Red, pink, sure. Boys and girls, we're going to make two kinds of fossil fuel together. Fossil fuels are made from dead animals or dead trees. Dead trees can work the same way. If many trees fall down, and then there's mud and dirt on top and pressure, they can become coal, methan. Most of the time, coal and oil are not in the same place. They'd be a different place. Today, we're going to put them together. But naturally, you would find them in two different places. But we're going to put them together today to get our idea. First thing we're going to do is start off with some dead trees. Okay? Yeah. No, not that one. I'll show you what we're going to use for our dead trees. Today, our dead trees will be represented by cornflakes. Yeah, I got some cereal. Our cereal will be the dead trees. It sure will. So boys and girls, here's what I want you to do. When I say go, I want you to bring up your measuring cup and your purple and pink beakers. Come around here and get 1, 2 scoops, not yet, 2 scoops of dead trees, and then bring it back to your table. When we come up, 2 people at a time can get your things. Everybody, go. And please make sure everybody go around this way, and when you're finished, go all the way around again. Alexander, come over closer this way. Good, and you can come on over. Good. Henry and Luke. Henry, come on over a little bit. Come over. Good, so Luke can get his too. Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
That's our dead dinosaur. So that's next. We're going to get 1 scoop of dead dinosaurs. Okay, fine. It's coffee. Chester. There's a velociraptor. Velociraptors aren't as big as they are in the movies. They're only as big as a turkey, but they're really mean. Good. Excellent. Just a lot of kisses for you, Elsa. Chris, water. We want to put some water because this is usually in the ocean. So when I say go, you'll either come up with me or with Auntie Candy right over here. We'll help you hold it, and you need to fill it up to 40 milliliters. So the black one goes just past 40, and that's fine. Hold it upside down like that. Bring it back to the table and squirt that water on top of your dead dinosaurs. And then put that back down there. Everybody, come on up. Let's get some water. Good. I want 1, 2, 3. Go over to Auntie Candy, please. She'll help you. Joshua, come on over there. Alan, with me. Uh-oh. No, we want that empty. Good. Pull it up. Get 40. Elsa.
I see the coffee.
There, it's dead dinosaurs, not coffee. Keep going.
Coffee.
Good, good. Go put that on your dinosaur. I wouldn't kid about this stuff. Okay, so boys and girls, what are our layers now? Layer 1 was dead trees, that's right. And then layer 2 we have dead dinosaurs and other animals, and then we put on some water. Now on top of that, we need to have some sand. So let me see. This time our sand will be represented by crackers. I know. Our fossil fuel is sounding very delicious. Boys and girls, we're going to put our crackers over here. When I say go, I want you to come around with your blue beaker this time, and we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. Not yet, you got to watch first. I'm going to take 4. Now, which tool do you think we're going to use to turn this into sand? Do you think we'll use our measuring cup, our pestle, our chopstick, or syringe? Everybody, tell me, what do you think? That's right, we're going to use our pestle. But boys and girls, don't go crazy. I don't want this. Ah! Instead, here's what we're going to do. Put your hand on top so there's just a little hole. Put your pestle inside and crush up those crackers into smaller pieces. Once they're pretty small, then you can take your hand off and make them into a nice sand. Everybody, get your blue beaker and come get 4 crackers and burn them into sand. Let's go. That's okay. Crush that up in a nice sand. Good. Elsa, yeah, Elsa, get a little bit angrier. Yours is excellent, Luke. Okay, we're looking pretty good. We'll give everybody 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Everybody, let me get mine. I had to redo mine quickly. You can't just have dead dinosaurs. You need dead dinosaurs with sand and mud on top of them. Well, the sand and mud are together. Mud is just really dirty, wet dirt. Okay. Everybody, give your blue beaker a little tap. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, get all those pieces out and then put your tools down. No, we're not going to mix it. That's a good guess, though. This time. Definitely real rocks. Not marshmallows. Rocks. Can you eat it? You can't eat it. They're rocks. Boys and girls, if you eat rocks, you'll break your teeth. Let me show you. When I say go, bring your measuring cup and your blue beaker. Get 1, 2 scoops of rocks. Come back and put the rocks on top of your sand. If your, hold on, listen please. If your mommy or daddy says, okay, you may eat 3, only 3, No more than that. And only if your mommy and daddy say okay. Everybody come around and get 2 scoops of rocks.
2 scoops of marshmallows.
They're not marshmallows. Elsa, come in
吃
too.
那个 marshmallow。
Good.
几颗，最多3
Take a
颗。
good scoop, Elsa.
都可以啊，你不要把它吃完就好。
不要吃太多。
Good. Up you go. Go put them inside. Okay, now there's one more magic thing that we needed, and that was inside the earth. From below, it would get very hot. Well, we can't add heat, but on top, all of the water pushed down on top and made pressure. So everybody, show me 2 hands, please. I don't want 2 hands. Everybody, show me 1 hand. We're only going to use 1 hand. We're going to take our blue beaker and watch me. Don't do it yet. Watch first. I'm going to take my blue beaker. I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to push down. Now, I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just going to push down and give it a little bit of pressure on top. Just 1 hand. If you push really hard, you can break it. Please don't break it. Everybody, use 1 hand and push down. Everybody, go. Yeah, like that. 1 hand is pushing down a little bit. That's excellent. Okay, everybody say with me, Yali, say pressure.
Pressure.
That's why we usually find oil under the ocean, because all the water would push down on it and really give it a lot of pressure. Okay, everybody, take out your blue beaker and put your blue beaker onto your paper towel. Good. The rocks, but ours is down at the bottom. But it's the right idea. Our fossil fuel is under the rocks. So what we want to do now is we want to drill a hole down, drill, and go down through the rock and get to it. Everybody, take a look inside. Can you see in your pink beaker? Look at mine. I've got a couple of pink arrows on here. Can you see in your pink beaker? They might be small now. Can you find that pink arrow or the pink mark? Oh, look at mine. Mine got pretty small, but I can find it. Can anybody not find the pink mark? Yeah? Put up your hand if you cannot find it. You cannot find it? You got a hole right beside the arrow, or is the big hole in the middle? No. The big hole is right beside it. So what we're going to do with our chopstick is we're going to go down, and let it go right through that big hole. Watch me first. I'm going to find my pink arrow is right there. Trust me, if you've got a pink arrow, you have a hole. Watch. I'm going to go down, until, where is it? Aha! Look at that, it went through. Go down until your chopstick goes through, and then bring it back up and put your dirty chopstick on the table. Everybody go. You'll find it. Just feel around. You'll find that hole. There's a big hole right where the arrow is. Trust me, I know you can do it. Yeah, see, that went right through. Good. So take that out. Once you go through the hole, take your chopstick out and put it onto your paper towel. Did you find it? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Take it out and put it onto here.
Show me, Elsa.
Yeah, good. Put your chopstick on here. That's good. To the roof. Right over here, sweetie. Ife, point it up to the roof. If we're going to take something out, we need to put something in first. So what I'm going to do is everybody open up your syringe to 30. Just put air inside up to 30. You might have a little bit of water, and that's okay. Open it up to 30. Yep. Okay, 30 milliliters of air. Now everybody watch me. I know where my hole is. I just made my hole. So now I'm going to take my syringe. Mummies and daddies, please watch too. You'll need to help your boys and girls probably. I'm going to go down that hole so my pen, or so my syringe goes back into the fossil fuel. I'm going to push my air inside. Now, mummies and daddies, many times the boys and girls push down really hard and try to pull up right? So Bring it up a little bit and start to suck up some of that. Yeah.
Start now.
Nope. When you're done, take it out, turn it over. Aha! Fossil fuel! When you get your fossil fuel like that, let me know because I'm going to collect it all. I will come and bring my container and I want my fossil fuels inside right here. Yeah. Now, boys, nope, not starting yet. Once you're done, what you're going to do is take these two to the back table, okay? We're going to take these two first. Andy, move, please. We're going to bring these to the back table, and Auntie Candy's going to be cleaning them up back here. So first, bring your fossil fuel and your syringe back here, and then go back and get all of your other things. Get your measuring cup, pestle, and everything, and go take it back to Auntie Candy. If you have troubles, please let me know. And boys and girls, mummies and daddies, sometimes it does get stuck, so you may need to go up and down a couple times if you get a rock stuck inside. Everybody go. If you have troubles, put up your hand. I'll come and help you. Let's go. Push the air inside. Yeah, get it right down into the fossil fuel. Push the air inside. Now start to suck it up. Yeah, it's coming. Hold on, let me see. Okay, keep going. Oh, okay, stop. Let's see what you got. Nice. Okay. Okay, I'm coming over. Pour yours into there. I'll help you in a minute, Chester. Aha.
Elsa,
Fossil fuel.
Elsa,
Excellent.
you did it.
Good. Go and take these and bring them back to Auntie Candy back there. Auntie Candy, you're going to need a garbage bag, I think. Yeah, can you push it down? Oh, you got yours is stuck. You got a rock in there. There you go. Excellent. Okay, you guys go clean up your stuff back to Auntie Candy. Nice haul, lots of fossil fuel.
Coffee.
But do you know why we like it so much? Do you know why we can use it in cars? Let me show you. Your daddy's gonna hate this part.
What?
We love fossil fuels because hold on, I got air problems.
What are you making?
Oh.
Oh.
We like fossil fuels because they burn. Can you see it burning? I'm just showing you that it really is burning.
It's moving.
This is why we love them because they burn very well. You see?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, and this is why we like fossil fuels. They burn very well and we can turn it into energy. And energy is good. But do you know what happens when we burn fossil fuels?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, that's right. All that carbon dioxide comes up, and that's the bad thing. Just like this, my marshmallow is good. Oh, that's delicious. But with everything good, I get something bad. Do you know what I get bad from that? Not on this one. Marshmallow tummy. I get something good, and I get something bad. Light on, please. Boys and girls, when my daddy was a little boy, fossil fuel was a really good idea. We could make electricity. But right now, it's a really bad idea. We know that this is dead dinosaur juice, and it's filled with carbon dioxide, and when we light it on fire, all the carbon dioxide goes from in the ground, where it's safe, up into the air, where it's dangerous. We need to stop using fossil fuels. Boys and girls, by the time you guys are mummies and daddies, hopefully we don't use fossil fuels anymore. And you'll tell your little boy or your little girl, be like, you know what? Agong used to drive a car with dead dinosaurs inside. They're like, no way! Yeah, he used to put dead dinosaurs inside to drive his car. So boys and girls, let's find a little bit more about carbon dioxide. Everybody, carbon dioxide is in the air. Do you know, carbon dioxide, is it poison?
No.
Everybody, take a breath. You just got carbon dioxide in your mouth. Carbon dioxide is in the air, and carbon dioxide is not poison. We can breathe in carbon dioxide, and we're okay. Carbon dioxide is in the air. In fact, trees and plants suck in or breathe CO2. Oceans also catch CO2, and it's trapped underground with our dinosaurs. CO2 is not bad when we have a bit of it. In fact, it helped our Earth be a strong place when there's a bit of it. When people and animals breathe out, they release CO2 into the atmosphere. So we breathe in oxygen, 氧气, and we breathe out CO2, 二氧化碳. Wait! I know how to save the world. I figured it out. You ready? Let's save the world. Everybody, breathe in. Stop. Don't breathe out. So if we only breathe in and we never breathe out, then no CO2 will come out and we'll save the world. That's not gonna work. Thought I figured out how to save the world. Okay, we're gonna have to come up with a better idea than that. Now, when we burn things like trees and coal and oil, it releases all this CO2 up into the atmosphere. Let's check it out. Boys and girls, do you know what this is? This is where they make electricity. And what they find is coal, 煤炭. They find all these ancient dead trees and take them out and put them inside and burn it. And when they burn those dead trees, all the carbon dioxide goes up into the air. Oh is right. Again, when my daddy was young, this was a really good idea. But right now, this is stupid. It is. It's a really bad idea. And unfortunately in Taiwan, down in Taichung, we have the third largest coal electricity plant in the world, one of the biggest in the world. And we put all these dead trees and just keep on burning them and putting up more and more CO2. It's stupid. Boys and girls, we can make clean energy. Does anybody know what kind of clean energy we can make instead of burning dead trees? Without that, how can we make electricity? Solar electricity. Electricity from the sun. We can collect the sun's energy. We don't burn anything. No CO2. We can make clean energy from the sun. That is smart energy. That is stupid. Okay, solar energy. That's good. How else can we make clean energy? Anybody know? Did anybody? Yeah? Yeah, but how do we make it? Did anybody go to Hsinchu before?
Yes.
See those big things? What makes those big things turn? The wind. Yeah. The wind can turn those big turbines, and those can make electricity with no CO2. That is smart energy. That is dumb. There's one more, there's a couple, but there's one more big way we can make clean. It is silly. Water. We can make big dams that turn a wheel, or they've got a new one now with the ocean waves. Every day, voila, they come in and out and they turn a wheel and turn a wheel every day. And that is clean energy. We need to stop making dirty energy. We're smarter than that. We're Taiwanese. We don't need to make dirty energy. We're some of the smartest people in the world right here in this country. We don't need to do stupid things. And you guys are going to help this country and be like, you know what, no, we're not doing that. No more. But boys and girls, what's this? Volcano. A volcano also lets go of lots of CO2. Can we stop a volcano? No. There's nothing we can do about a volcano, so we don't worry about that.
What if we just pour so many of water into the volcano? And all of it turns dark and it's not up.
That's an excellent idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Maybe that's an experiment for the future.
Or you can use something that can spin and help. Or maybe you can get a
You guys have some excellent ideas, but we're going to keep on going because we're running out of time. One more is our cars. Right now, our cars burn fossil fuel. So do we need to stop driving cars?
No.
It's a good idea. If we can walk more places or ride our bike or take the bus, that's a good idea right now. But we can change our cars. And now Daddy finally has a reason to tell Mommy, really need a Tesla. Yeah, a Tesla is an electric car. But that's only step number one. Or a Gogoro. You know Gogoro scooters, right?
Yeah.
An electric scooter. But that's only so-so. Because a Gogoro is clean. But if we make dirty electricity, it's clean Gogoro from dirty electricity. But if we use a Gogoro or a Tesla for clean electricity, man, we're awesome. Then we can be driving around and not be putting in CO2. It is. We just need to make clean energy. And we're going to talk to Tsai Ing-wen about that. Can you guys tell me what's this right here? Well, go ahead and tell me, what is it?
Greenhouse.
Hmm? But it's not even green. Yeah. What do we put inside a greenhouse? Plants. And we can grow plants in the winter. What does a greenhouse hold inside so we can do plants in the winter? What kind of air? Clean air? This one. Hot. It holds the heat inside. When the heat comes inside, it goes. The heat gets trapped inside. So even when it's cold outside, we can grow vegetables in here in the winter. And Farmer Bob can give us nice vegetables all winter long. Around the Earth, we've got an atmosphere, and the atmosphere has the greenhouse effect. Let's read. The greenhouse effect traps the sun's heat. So the sun's heat comes in hot, doink, 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 doink.
There's a hole.
Yeah, there is a hole. It's getting better. But there is a hole. But we have been we have the greenhouse effect, holds in the heat. And that's pretty good, because that makes the Earth in the Goldilocks zone. We learned about this with solar system, where it's not too hot and not too cold, but just right. CO2 is a greenhouse gas, but when we put more CO2 into the atmosphere, it traps more heat. This is what CO2 does. When there's heat, CO2 catches it and holds onto it, and it doesn't let the heat go. It's like a baseball player. The more CO2 there is, the hotter the Earth gets. If our Earth gets too hot, the ice will melt. The oceans will rise.
And we'll not.
The weather will change, And we need to stop adding CO2 into the atmosphere before the earth will be too hot for us to live on. Boys and girls, wrong way. Let's do an experiment. Right now we gotta go nice and quick because we got a big experiment to do. I'm gonna make 2 different atmospheres. That's heat. We're gonna make 2 atmospheres. One atmosphere is just gonna be regular air, just like the air we have right here. And the other one is gonna be CO2. I'm gonna need some people to help me today, so I'm gonna roll my die, and my dice will decide who helps me. My number is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you please come up and help me? Hi, Luke. Come stand beside me right here. So, Luke, first thing we're going to do is make our regular atmosphere. Come beside me right here. First thing, when you take some air, take a handful of air. Yeah, like this. Now put it inside. Okay, good. We've got some air inside. Our atmosphere also has some water, like our oceans. Can you see the number 400? Good. We're going to add water up to the number 400. Let me get my funnel. And you help me pour. I'll tell you where it is. Right to here. Go. Go, go, go. That's about 100. 200. 300. Go, go, go. Right there. Stop. 400. Give me an elbow, Luke. Not too hard. Stop. Good job. Go sit down. That is our regular atmosphere. Clean air and some water. In our other atmosphere, we're going to put in carbon dioxide. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one is we're going to add in some baking soda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Albert, please come up and help me. Albert, right here I've got baking soda. Do you know what baking soda is in Chinese? What's it in Chinese? Xiao Su. Does anybody know what's baking soda in Chinese? Xiao Su Da Fan. And baking soda is filled with carbon dioxide. It's got lots of carbon dioxide inside. But it's in the powder, so it's okay. I need to add 2 tablespoons of baking soda. You wait there for a minute. Okay, take 1 big spoon. Right there, that's good. That's good, hold on, let's level it off. Pour that inside. And 1 more. Pour that inside. Good. Now help me take this and poke it down inside. Sorry for the heavy breathing. Microphones and masks don't work well together. I sound like Darth Vader. I am your father. That's excellent. Give me a bump, Albert. Bang. Thank you. Go sit down. Okay, we're not going to release it yet. I'll show you in a minute. But before we do, everybody turn to the next page in your book. We're going to do our experiment right here. Yeah. we haven't started yet, so on our first one, our time, we're gonna write 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Our time is 0. I need my next helper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up and help me.
What are we going to do?
Come to the other side. Come over here. Now, right here, sweetie. Can you tell me what the temperature is? 这个说24.9. 那个点, we say this. What am I doing? Point. Yeah. 那个点 we say point. So 24.9 or 24.6 we say 24.6. Excellent. Let me write that down. 24.6 degrees. Everybody write that down on air for the first one. 24.6. Can you take that and put it inside the regular air? This is a thermometer. Okay, that's great. Can you tell me the temperature on this one? 24.6. Sophie, give me a bump. Go write it down in your book. Our CO2 is the same temperature. 24.6 degrees. My next helper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up, Alan. Okay. I need you to release the carbon dioxide. And to do that, we're going to use this stuff right here. Smell it. What is it? Vinegar, that's right. Are you ready? Come on over here and pour it inside. No, pour the vinegar inside with the baking soda. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. It's releasing. Go, go, go. And let's plug it on. Excellent. We've got carbon dioxide inside. Alec, come give me a bump. Bang. Excellent. Okay. Nicely done. So now we have our regular air and we have carbon dioxide. Our next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elsa, come on up. Our time for this one, everyone, write down a time of 1 minute.
1 minute.
Elsa, can you go look at the white thermometer? What's the temperature of the white one? Point. 26.1 degrees. Let's mark that down for our regular air. 26.1 degrees. It's gotten a little bit hotter. And what's the temperature of our black one? 25.6 degrees. Give me a bump, Elsa. Thank you. 25.6. You know what? Our CO2 is a little bit cooler than our air. That's because CO2 by itself isn't that bad. But what it does is it catches heat. So we need to add some heat into here. Next helper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up with me. Can you hold on to that, please? Hold on to the black part. That's the sun. Oh, Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? I'm a little silly sometimes. I'll admit it. I am. Okay, come on over. Plug the sun in right here. Very good. Come around this way and turn on the sun. Oh my goodness! Oh. Now put your hand close to it. Don't touch it, but can you feel the heat? Excellent. Let's put these side by side and see what happens. Give me a bump. Bang. Thank you. 1, 2. You help me? No, not yet. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Henry, come on up. Everybody, let's put down our next time. Our next time is 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Henry, go look at the white one and tell me what the temperature is for our regular air. 4 minutes. What's the temperature of our regular air? 28.1 degrees. It's getting hotter. Of course, there's a sun there. It got 2 degrees hotter. And can you tell me what's the temperature of our CO2? Right here. 30.7. 30.8. It keeps on going up. 30.7. We'll put that up. Here, give me a bump. Thank you. 30.7. This one jumped 2 degrees. This one jumped 5 degrees. Boys and girls, they're the same jars. But here's the difference. The CO2 inside is like a baseball player. As soon as it sees the heat, it catches it and it holds on to the heat and it doesn't let it go. Let's take one last look. Who's my next helper? We just had right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on up. And our last time is 6 minutes. Can you tell me what is the temperature of our air?
Normal air. 6 minutes.
31.1. It went up 3 more degrees. And what's the temperature of our CO2? 34.5. Thanks, Claire. Everyone, write it down. 34.5. We went up 4 more degrees. I'm going to turn this off because it's hurting my eyes. Boys and girls, what is inside here that makes it get hotter?
CO2.
Yeah? CO2. That's it. We put CO2 inside here and it catches the heat. The heat's like, oh, I'm so hot. Oh, I'm so hot. CO2 goes, hey, you come here, and holds on to it. So boys and girls, if I don't want this to keep getting hotter, what should I stop putting inside? Yeah, really easy. If you don't want this to get hotter, stop putting CO2 inside. That's the easiest thing we can do. That's the easiest science, is we just need to stop putting so much. Step number 1, slow down. We're still going to put CO2 into the air, but we need to put less. Boys and girls, when you grow up and you're bigger, you can do the next step. And you can think, how do we take CO2 out of the air? That's going to be our next step. But right now, how you can help Mommy and Daddy is we all need to work together to slow down and not put so much CO2 in. Candy, can you turn off? Anybody put up your hand if you know who this girl is? Ooh, way to go, Taipei. This is one of the most I've seen in Taiwan. And that's horrible. Let me show you her real picture. How about now? Does anybody know who that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 7, 8. That's better than most. Most classes will be 0 or 1 or 2. This is one of the most famous people in the world right now. And I love Taiwan. Taiwan is my home for 18 years, and I am Taiwanese. 我没有身份证, but I am Taiwanese. This is my country as well, and I really view it this way. But there's one thing that sometimes, very seldom, I don't like Taiwan for some reasons, and one of them is this. They don't tell her story. So I need to tell you guys her story right now. Everybody, let's say her name. Greta.
Greta
It looks like Funberg, but we say it a little bit different. We say Thunberg.
Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg. Right here, she's 15 years old. She comes from Sweden, Reykjavik. And when Greta was 8 years old, she started studying. She started finding out about climate change just like you guys are right now. She went, wow, this is horrible. And she started reading more and more books and finding out more and more information. By the time Greta was 15 years old, she was really scared. She said, our world is getting too hot. And if our world gets 2 degrees hotter, we can't change it back. Yeah. Once the ice melts and there's no more ice up in the north, you can't take it back. And she said, Mommy, what's the president doing? And Mommy said, well, he's doing a little. He said, Erling Uling, 2050, we're gonna change a little bit by 2050. She said, that's 30 years from now. She said, this is a crisis. This is a weighty. This is a crisis. We need to do this now. But I don't know what to do. Greta said, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to the president. I'm going to go to the president's office. So she made the sign, Skolstrejk for klimatet, which means school strike for climate. And she said, Mommy, I'm not going to school on Friday. I'm going to the president's office. And Mommy said, but school is important. And she said, but Mommy, the earth is important. Yeah, you're right. Hala. So she skipped school. And I think that's why Taiwan doesn't tell her story. That's the only reason I can think of why they wouldn't tell her story. She skipped school on Friday. She went to the president's office, and the president walked by some girl, whatever. Next Friday, she skipped school again. But when she went back to the president's office, a little boy had seen her, and the little boy brought a sign. Now there were 2 kids. And the president went past, 2 kids. So again. The next week, there were 10 kids. And the next week, there were 100 kids. And the next week, there were 1,000 kids. And on Friday, the teacher came to school. Friday. Good morning, everybody. Where are the boys? Is it Saturday? The schools were pretty empty on Friday because the boys and girls all joined Greta. And pretty soon, the president came by. Why are there so many boys and girls? What do you want? And they said, we want you to do your job and protect the world quickly. Do you know what the president did? He listened. And he didn't do a great job, but he started to go a little bit faster. From a 15-year-old girl. Pretty soon they said, Greta, you're really good at this. Greta, can you come to America? Because Donald Trump just doesn't listen. And she said, no, I'm sorry, I can't go to America. I don't fly in airplanes. Airplanes use fossil fuels. She said, wait a minute. My friend has a boat. So Greta, 15-year-old girl, sailed from Sweden to America. What a cool story. 从瑞典到美国. That's a long, long ways. And when she was there, she talked to the United Nations and the leaders of the world. She talked to the United Nations, to the Pope, to leaders all over. And when she talked to them, you know what? She wasn't very nice. She didn't say, excuse me, can you do a better job? She said, the earth is on fire. Our house is on fire. And you're not doing your job. She said, you are letting our earth burn because you love money. She said, that's not your job. Your job is to protect us. She got mad and she yelled at Donald Trump and people went, whoa! This is Greta Thunberg and it's not her idea. Lots of people have the idea. But she said, I might just be a kid, but I'm going to still go and tell Donald Trump that he needs to do better. And not just Donald Trump. I'm going to tell everybody, you need to hurry up. Greta is the voice of tomorrow. Greta is the voice of change. Last year, 17 years old, Greta Thunberg was voted the Time Magazine's Person of the Year. But Taiwan doesn't tell her story. I don't understand. 17-year-old girl was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel和平奖. But we don't tell her story. I think maybe Taiwan's a little bit afraid that we're going to say, hey, what about Taichung? We need to turn that off. And here in Taiwan, Fridays for Future Taiwan, the boys and girls are starting to see the idea. And right now is not the time because we have COVID-19. We're not going to do this now. But when we're a little bit safer, I'm going to invite all the boys and girls from here and all the junior scientists from Taichung and Miaoli and Hsinchu and Tainan and Kaohsiung, and we're going to come all together and we're going to go and we're going to find Tsai Ing-wen together. And we're going to say, Tsai Ing-wen, you need to go faster. You know what Tsai Ing-wen will do? I don't know, but here's what I think. I think she'll listen. If we have 1,000 boys and girls, I think she'll stop and she'll talk to you and she'll listen. Will she change everything? I don't know. I hope so. I don't know. But I think she will listen to you because boys and girls, even though you are boys and girls, you have a voice and you are Taiwan's tomorrow. This is our song. Let's sing it together. Whoa, we are the voice of tomorrow. This is our world, the world we live in is the only one we've got. We're hurting it, the world we live in, what we're doing has got to stop. This is our world, the world we live in, our earth is getting too hot. 2 more degrees is where we're heading. What we're doing has got to stop. But who are we? We are just kids. There's not much we can do. That's not true. No one's too small to make a difference. It's up to me and you. We are the voice of tomorrow. Your tomorrow is our today. The changes we need for tomorrow are the changes girls, mummies and daddies, there's so much you can do. When you guys go home, I want you to take a look at the next page. There are some great ideas on here of how we can start to change the world. One of the easiest things is this. Simple. Stop using plastic bags all over. You know what I started to do? I got my own little bag, and I put this in my backpack. So when I need a plastic bag, I can just take it out. Do you guys have a bag like this? No? How about a bag like this? Well, this is a plastic bag, but it's not a single use. I can use it many times, and I can fold it up and put it in my backpack. And I've got one of these for every boy and girl to take home today and put into your bag.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I asked the factory, I said, can you please not put it in a plastic bag? Oh, my papa. Catch. This is for you guys to take home. Put it in your backpack, and so you don't have to ask for another plastic bag again. Hey! Right! Hey! Wait! Oh, sorry! Hey! Hey! Wait! 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 There we go. Another thing you guys can do, look it over, but another easy one that you can do this summer is write an email to Tai Ying-wan or to any of our leaders here and tell them your name. Hi, my name's Oliver. I'm 9 years old. I live in Zhonghe, and I really hope that we stop using coal in Taichung and use more green energy. Write a letter, because even though you're little, they will listen to you. Mummies and daddies, boys and girls, this is where we're going to stop for today. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
I had a great time with you. Thank you. I'm really glad you guys came out. I've got a bunch of books here. I'm going to show you the books quick. We've got a really good sale on. 因为今年有那个 COVID-19, 所以我们太多书，太少那个活动. So we got some really cool sales on. Let me show you.